Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a very wonderful day. Now, based on all my videos, most of my viewers are interested in ASIC mining. Now, I don't know whether or not you are interested in GPU mining, but if you aren't, maybe I could convince you otherwise. Now, I'm not talking about the centralized aspect of ASICs, nor the decentralized aspects of GPU, as I think that they all have a place inside every miner's arsenal, and every miner should utilize their benefit and also know their weaknesses. So let's get on to the video. So before we start, let's talk about the differences between both of these miners. ASIC miners are both robust and efficient compared to GPU miners, which are flexible and also relatively cheap compared to ASIC mining. Okay, now currently GPU profit is not great, overshadowed by ASICs with the same amount of investment in it. Now, let's take into an example, a comparison between the Antminer E9, should be E9 Pro, and 4 3080s. So the E9 Pro is making about $5.45 per day using 10 cents per kilowatt hour, which costs about $2,700. The miner, right? Miner costs about $2,700. Well, for a rig of 4 3080s, roughly about $2,800 is making about 2.03 per day, and that is not taking into account the cost of motherboards, PSUs, risers, cabling, all this stuff, right? Fans, right? Even and this 2,700 is all in. You just plug in the wall, and maybe you need to find a cable, a C13 cable, because depending on where you live, as the plug may be different than what is sent through the mail, but you just plug it and you're done, right? So with what I just said, it seems that GPU mining is worse than ASIC currently. So let's take into an example, right, between the Antminer E9 Pro and a rig of 4 3080s. Currently, the Antminer E9 Pro is making about $5.45 per day using 10 cents per kilowatt hour, which costs about $2,700, while a rig of 4 3080s at the price of roughly $2,800 is making about $2.03 per day with the same power cost. And this is not taking into account the cost of the motherboards, PSUs, risers, cable, and etc. Right? All the minor peripheral that you need to make a GPU mining rig. So with what I just said, it seems that GPU mining is worse than ASICs currently, but you must take into account many things. And this video is I'm trying to tell you guys what I observe based on my past experience, albeit it's very short experience, but feel free to comment if you agree with my opinion or you disagree, right? So let's go through my opinion, shall we? So let's talk about the GPU prices, or MSRP. It is both a blessing and a curse. What do I mean by that? So GPU prices, as I said, is determined by the MSRP prices, either set through NVIDIA or their board partners, or AMD and their board partners also. At the bear market like the ones that we find ourselves now, the MSRP becomes the price floor of the GPU. No matter how bad the profitability are or even negative, the lowest price of a new GPU is the MSRP price. How about the blessing part? Due to having an MSRP, even if the profit is through the roof in the bull market, the best the scalper could get is 2 times or 3 times the MSRP price. This is due to miners prefer to just wait and buy at MSRP if the price is higher than 3 times the MSRP price, like we see in the last bull market. This meant that there is an effective cap at how high the GPU price could go, and we can see it with the last bull market's ROI on GPUs. They are on average faster to ROI than ASICs due to their high profits but capped prices. If you compare it to ASICs, the price will move depending on the profitability. If the profitability rises, the price will rise with it, and there is no cap on the price increases. So, what is my conclusion on my observation? So, what is the conclusion on my observation? In my opinion, bear markets are the best time to buy ASICs as they are very, very cheap because their prices don't have a floor in the form of an MSRP and will follow their profitability. And since this is a bear market, the profitability will obviously go down. So the price of the ASICs is quite undervalued if you count the potential upside the price of ASICs will have when the bull market kicks in again. Now, let's say the bear market have finished and currently it is a bull market. Now, in my opinion, or in my observation at least, in the bull market, it is best time to acquire GPUs due to their prices being effectively capped at 3 times MSRP, no matter the profit. Right? Obviously, this 3 times is a bit floating number. Maybe in the next bull market, the scalper will only want to sell at 2 times MSRP before people just don't want to buy it anymore, or maybe a 4 times or 5 times. I'm just taking the 3 times MSRP as a baseline because this is what happened to the 380 price in the last bull market, right? So I'm just using the 3 times MSRP. I think that is already very expensive, right? So I think this is quite a fair a fair number to assume at. But even if the profit increases more than 3 times, the MSRP price will stay the same, right? 3 times MSRP, no matter the profit, thus making this a better opportunity than buying ASICs at the super inflated prices, right? In a bull market, ASIC will just go up. Trust me, guys, like that is no-brainer. And you should expect in the bull market that every single ASICs, no matter the generation, except if in the bull market it still doesn't make any profit, obviously. So I should specify that every single profitable ASIC in the bull market will always have a high price increases. That means that if you hold this miner through the bear market or you buy it at the bear market, you probably could sell it at, I don't know, 10 times, 12 times the price of the miner, the original miner, right? And that is an insane amount of multiplication or an insane amount of price factor just because the profitability have risen, right? And there's no price cap. Now that is why I'm saying that in the bull market, buying a GPU and mining with it is better, both for your ROI and also for your capital, right? But GPU at the bull market, sure, it's kind of expensive, but it is much less expensive than a super inflated ASIC. That's my opinion. What about you guys think? Anyways, that's all for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.